Hello guys and good morning. Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be talking about all my previous cars and my current cars, all the cars I've owned that I've owned in my life. Yeah, so let's get into it. Now it hasn't, well, I would say all my previous cars haven't been anything special. It's only getting better every time. So for example, my first car was crap, second car was crap, third car was kind of crap, if you get what I mean. Just every car went up another stage, which in one way it feels good, because when I look back I see, wow, there's some impatient in the back who has no patience. I don't know where she's hooting for. The light is red and no one is moving, so I guess some people need some more patience when they drive. So anyways, let's get back into it and not let these stupid drivers just annoy us. I was talking about, when I look back at it, it makes me feel good, because I know, wow, I had this, my first car was crap. I know most people have the first car as a cheap rubbish car, it's a normal thing to do for a first car, to buy a cheap car. That's the best thing to do, I think, anyways, because till you gain experience on driving and all that, you don't want to gain experience on your nice brand new car, so and give it some scratches and stuff. Let's start talking about the cars then. So my first car I had was a Mazda 323. I don't even know if a lot of you guys will even know what car that is, because even I hardly see them in the road. In 2017 I don't really see them around, but that car I bought, wow, that impatient female nearly had an accident, because the way she's been driving, look at this, she's going on the wrong lane. You can have a bit more patience. Unbelievable. Guys, did you see that? The woman is, why she shouldn't even be driving. Look at her. Let me show you guys. Have a look. Have a look at that woman.
Have a bit more patience.
Did you guys see that? Fucking hell. Unbelievable. Did you guys see that? And that's, you see, I'm not exaggerating. That bitch was fucking mental. Did you see how she drove? She just cut me in, and she went on the wrong lane, on the bus lane. She cut me in, and then she goes, and I tell her, nicely, have a bit of patience. Really had an accident before, cutting in another driver, and now she tried to have it with me. Unbelievable. Because of that, we pay high expensive insurance and all these expensive, all these crazy drivers. Anyways, as I said, let's get back into the video. Okay guys, so I put the camera back on, I just took it off. Oh, that was crazy. Why are people driving like that? And I don't know if you guys saw her face clearly. Well, I will expose her because she deserves to, but she wasn't a young lady. She was about 50 years old. That's disgusting behavior. That's sad, like me, from us as the younger generation, we should look up to older people. Let's get back to the original video. Why do they have to keep on screwing over my videos? Trying to be here decent, and then these bitches come and ruin my videos. So I'm not gonna cut this out, because I want you guys to see exactly, I just want you guys to see this. I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna put it in originally, so you guys should see how messed up some people drive. So I had all these previous cars. Now let me start. I started with my first car. That's the Mazda 323. It's a car that you probably don't even see much. I've seen a couple, very rare, but it's not a rare car. It's a cheap car. It's an old Mazda. They probably don't exist. They're probably all broke down by now. That's why you don't see them. But anyways, that was my first car I bought the day I turned 17, guys. I was 17, 12 o'clock a.m. boom, I collected that car from, I didn't buy it in a dealership, I bought it through a friend. I collected that car, and I was so excited, guys. And that car was such a shitty car. I mean, it was a manual, it was a 1.8 litre engine. I was all excited. I was doing, you know, I mean, well, I was 17, so I guess it's normal, but I used to go to private car parks and just burn the shit out of those wheels, you know. I used to, well, I had to change the clutch because I've just done so many burnouts and shit with that car, and it was a front wheel drive. But I used to get decent burnouts with that car, to be fair. So anyways, that was my first car. I had that for around a year maybe, and went on to my second car. My second car was a BMW 318i Coupe. I bought that. It was a gold BMW. I'm gonna try and put in pictures, guys. Also, I don't know why I can't find any old pictures, and I never even used to take so many pictures of these cars. I mean, I guess those days, I mean, we're talking about 6 years ago, I just didn't think, you know, I don't know, I couldn't find many pictures. I found a few pictures which I'll put in, but the second car was a gold BMW. It was like, you know, these gold colors. You also don't see those colors very often on BMWs, maybe on the old ones, not on the new ones. And I bought that car. I was so happy because for some reason that was kind of my dream car. Not now, at the time, like that was like my dream achievable car, basically, because obviously I had dream cars of crazy cars, but obviously at the time I knew it's not going to be possible, or it's not affordable for me. So, you know, just reality, that was the car that I could have made possible for then, and it happened. So I bought that gold 318i, and I had aftermarket alloys. I had I don't know, I just tinted the windows, I put in xenon headlights, I put in an exhaust back box which sounded loud. I just put in so many things into that car, but the real problem is it was a 318 coupe, and the car just didn't move. It was so slow. I put every mod possible, well, not engine wise, because obviously there's no point tuning the engine. It's a 1.8 naturally aspirated engine. I mean, it's just going to kill the engine, and it's an old car with what, over 100,000 miles. I wouldn't, you know, change anything in the engine because probably wouldn't get much anyways. But that car hardly moved. I mean, it looked alright for that time, you know, 5-6 years ago. People need to understand, you know, like 5 years ago I used to like cars that today people like don't even look at them, and I'm sure you guys know what I mean. It's like cars, because every year there's so many cars coming out, they get out of date fast. So that was a car which I liked at the time. I had it also for like a year and a half, and then unfortunately I had a bad situation. Yeah, so I liked that car, but sadly what happened is I had some lorry driver, truck driver, that just hit me from the side, because that, I mean, it was a crazy story. Basically what happened, that it was a truck, you know, a delivery truck, and he had a road rage with me. I don't know, the guy cut me in, he drove like a lunatic, and I was very shocked. You know, I seen this big truck just coming, taking me over, and like basically he cut me in and he basically pushed me to the side, and I was so pissed off. He hit the side of the wing, and the, you know, the whole wing mirror and the arch and everything. So that car went, obviously got damaged. So after that I bought my Audi TT. So I bought an Audi TT, a blue one. It was a 1.8 engine turbo, which also, that car, to be fair, I for some reason, I'm not a big Audi TT fan. I'm not a big Audi TT fan, I'll tell you that. And I actually quite enjoyed that car. I put in an air intake. Like some, you know, big air intake which sounded good. The car wasn't crazy fast, but it was a 1.8 turbo. It was a quattro as well, so it held quite good on the road. and it was decent. I was happy with it. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan how these cars, I don't really like, are we talking about the 2001 model or 2002? I can't remember exactly, but I'm not the biggest fan how they look, especially from the back or the front as well. I don't really like the way those cars look. The newer ones look better though, but the older ones, not really crazy fan. But it was decent. I think they have 180 horsepower, maybe it was 180 brake horsepower, I think so. So that was my third car, and I had it also for like a year and a half roughly. I can't remember the exact period of times, but it was another car that I really enjoyed, and I've done a lot of miles in it. And yeah, I really liked that car. What happened with that was, nothing happened with that. It just came to the stage that I said I want to change my car. And that's when I bought my BMW 335i. So after the Audi TT, I went to the 335i. As you sure you guys know the car, because there's plenty of videos from that car in this channel. That was the car I bought afterwards. I really love that car. I'm thinking I might. Well, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just thinking, like, should I sell the car or keep it a bit more? I think that's the longest. It's the longest time I've owned the car for so long, the 335i, because it's just my favorite car, and I'm not like bored that I just want to keep it, you know what I mean? I just love that car. Yeah, so that was my car afterwards. Then I bought a smart car, which I'm driving now, which, by the way, it might be one of the last videos I actually do in this car, because the car's up for sale now, and hopefully someone come and buy it soon. So this is for sale. Why? Because I bought my other car, which I'll get into a second. But then I bought this car, and then after this I bought, most recent purchase was 2-3 weeks ago now, my Skoda Fabia VRS, which of course, if you haven't seen it, then you should check out my channel. But that's the latest car I bought, which you know, I bought it for replacement of this lovely car as well. So those are basically all the cars I've bought and owned. Well, I think there was one more car, a Nissan Micra. A Nissan Micra, that's a bit embarrassing. I think we'll keep it like this. I'm joking. I had a Nissan Micra. I bought it for like a month or 2 months, and I bought that car just because I sold a different car. I sold my Mazda, and then I had to have a car until I find a new car. So I bought, like, I just found this Micra, and I just bought it off from a friend of mine for like small money. So I bought it for a month or two, but I wouldn't really include that as a proper ownership of a car. Thankfully not. Yeah, so that was really more or less my car history with the cars I've owned. Yeah, and it's only going up from here, as I said. You know, slowly the inventory gets better and better, so that's good. Well, obviously it comes with hard work, guys. I mean, everything I have I worked for. I don't get anything, you know. I worked for everything. It's a good feeling in the end of the day, because you look back, I look back anyways, and I see, wow, I've done this, I managed to get this, I managed to do that, which is good. That's really it. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Until the next video, take care, bye.